1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
As Jamar Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was 3rd in the league in touchdown. He became only the 2nd rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining former LSU teammate Justin Jefferson, who did it in 2020.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 2. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12. 12.
First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. That is caught at the 7. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
On 2nd and goal, 1 man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Burrow will throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. ball again on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On third down, here's Hall. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. And this one a 41-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11 and 3. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Here we go. 11 MP. Take. 11.
Now Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
11 MP. 11 MP.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. But the Bengals had the remarkable run to the Super Bowl last year, but one team that gave them trouble were these New York Jets. You might remember back in Week 8, it was the Jets rallying behind backup Mike White, who threw for 405 yards and 3 touchdowns, and a 34-31 New York victory over the Bengals. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Mixon with a first down carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second down and goal. Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jets at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Always got some breathing room. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12.
Now Burrow on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's get set. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to Mixon on first down. They'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Now it's 2nd and 9. Ball again on second down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game, and since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go, but they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically thinking 6 points the other way, but what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ball again on second down. And the ball is knocked out. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll have time for one play. It's 2 seconds on the clock. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Here's McPherson now to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 71 yards on the ground for him so far.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On 1, ready?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Pull. Time.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Stop.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Mixon will try the right side. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 1, right?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon, a 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Logan Wilson. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd and down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst from 21 yards away. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Hall again. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Mixon running right, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that is incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. An option handoff here to Mixon. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
11.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll go again with Hall. Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.